So on this particular episode, we are looking at how to grow watermelon, and we're here at Tigere Farm. Mr. Jefferson Mweemba will be explaining to us his journey as a farmer who grows watermelon. My name is Mutinta Nyanga, and this is Let's Go Farming.
Welcome to Sami Fisheries, a home of variety. We farm catfish, tilapia, fingerlings, poultry, and livestock. At Sami Fisheries, we work as a community in order to contribute to Zambia's food basket. Our produce markets beyond Livingstone. We are found in Livingstone at plot number 4993/4994 off Mosotunya Road along Maramba River. For details, you can call us on 0977 78 6175 or 0978 03 3582 or email us at samsimango@hotmail.com.
Mr. Mweemba, thank you for having us at your farm.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So today we're looking at watermelon.
Okay.
Can you share with us your journey? When did you start farming?
I started farming way back in 2014, seriously. No, 2011, sorry.
Okay.
Seriously, yes. You know, I used to complain a lot when I finished school. I wrote my grade 12 in 2009.
Okay.
Then life wasn't easy for me. Then I tried to do this and that. Everything could not work. Then I just said, no, let me just start farming. I used to complain a lot. You know, when you have, maybe you don't have people to pay for your school fees, then you see your friends, they go to school, they are doing fine. Yes. Then in 2011, I got married. When I married, I said, no, I think let me just concentrate on farming. Yes, that's how I started the farming seriously. Then in 2014, I had planted some watermelons.
Okay. So why did you choose to start planting watermelons of all the crops?
Watermelon is very easy to grow. It doesn't need a lot of capital. So even if you had you have something little, a little fertilizer and a little capital, you can do watermelon. So in fact, I was just doing tomatoes. Now after I saw that I failed tomatoes, it needs a lot of time, a lot of money. Then I just decided to say, well, let me try to grow watermelon. Yes.
So from 2014 to now, you have been growing watermelon.
Yes.
All right. So now can you just share with us, how can someone grow watermelon? How should someone start?
Okay, growing watermelon, of course you need seeds, you need fertilizer, and chemicals. So
what kind of chemicals?
Chemicals, we use cypermethrin, then we use abamectin for red spider. Yes. Then the other chemical is the fungicides. We have two types of fungicides. There is the protective and the curative.
Okay.
So, yes. So for the curative, you use mancozeb. Is used for protective. Then for curative, you use maybe carbendazim. We use surf. Yes.
Surf as in the washing powder?
No. Spraying chemical.
Oh, the spraying chemical.
Yeah, it's the combination of mancozeb and carbendazim.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now those are the chemicals, meaning you have already planted, isn't it?
Yes.
So how do you start? So tell us now, explain to us from the beginning. You have the field, then what next?
You have to till the land. When you want to plant watermelon, the land should be loose. It's either you use potholing or by tilling the whole land. Now I'll specify more on tilling the whole land. When you want to plant some watermelon, they need loose soil.
Okay.
So you make the holes of about 1 meter in between holes and the 2 meters in between rows.
Okay.
Yes. So from station to station is 1 meter. In between rows, it should be 1.5 to 2 meters.
Okay.
Yes. Then after you've prepared the land, you bring your seeds. Maybe you soak them for a night or 24 hours.
All right. Why should you soak them?
So that it's easy for it to germinate.
Okay.
Yes. Then the following day, you have to water. When you water, then you start making some holes, just about 5 centimeters deep.
Okay.
You dip a little, then you plant this, you place your seed, then you cover on top. Then it means you should pour a lot of water, in the sense that for about starting germinating, you should not water. Because when you water before they germinate, they will be held up by the soil.
I see.
Yes.
So you water first the soil.
Yes.
You plant and
Yes.
then you leave it.
You leave it like
until
that.
it germinates.
Yes. When you see that now it has started germinating, then that's when again you can water a little bit, not too much water.
Okay. So in short, watermelon, they don't like too much water.
No, they don't like too much water at that stage when they are just germinating.
Okay.
Yes. But when they grow, when they start forming fruits, they need a lot of water.
Okay.
But
that's
at that
called
stage,
watermelon, isn't
yes,
it?
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So we are on the stage of planting.
Yes.
Also, how can you? When do you plant them to have a good harvest? Is it in the rainy season, or you can plant any time? Hot season, cold season? When do you plant them to have a good harvest?
Okay. Watermelon has got 2 seasons. In rain season, you can start planting by onset of the rains. You can still plant watermelon, but you cannot plant watermelon between April, May, and June in some places. Why?
Okay.
In the rain season, it will do fine, but it needs a lot of fungicide. It is attacked by many diseases.
That's during rain season?
Yes, fungal diseases.
In some places?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you want to plant watermelons in rain season, you have to be geared with fungicide. You need more fungicides and more insecticide.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, but I
Then
don't see a lot of watermelon during rain season. So you said in some places. Which are those places that you cannot plant watermelon in rain season?
Rain season, places like here in southern province.
Okay.
It will be very difficult for you to plant watermelons in the field. You know, watermelon, like when you plant in rain season, in the damp areas like where we do gardens, is flooding. So you can't plant watermelon.
Okay.
Then in the field, sometimes maybe to go maybe up to 2 weeks, there is no rain.
Okay.
So that in that situation, watermelons will not do well.
Okay.
Yes. Then those that you see, like in the rain season, you see a lot of watermelons. Those ones, they grow them starting from July, August, and September.
Okay.
That's when they grow those watermelons. Then again, when it is too cold, you can't. They grow, but there's a risk of managing them well.
Okay. They don't
When-
like the coldness.
Yeah. For the problem is on germinating.
Okay.
When it is cold, the watermelons take too much time to germinate. Sometimes they will even go up to August. That's when they will start germinating. Then
From planting example, if you planted in June, it will
Yes.
germinate in August.
Yeah, others they will germinate one here, one there. Then the other seeds, you find that when it is warm now, that's when
They start shooting.
yes, they start shooting.
So the best time is from August.
The best time for garden is July, August, and September.
Okay.
That is the best time.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So now, how do you water? We go back
Um,
now to it just germinated. How do you water? Is it once a day, twice a day? How do you water?
Okay, depending on the soil type, there is sandy soil and like clay soil. So now in this case, as we just water maybe once a week when
Once
they
a
are
week?
yes, just once a week when they are still small. Just water once a week. Then as they grow, they will tell you now that they need a lot of water. Especially when you see that they have started the fruits, they need a lot of water, because if you don't water them accordingly, when the leaf starts wilting, the fruit will not be expanding, so they will be like contracting.
The fruits will be
They will be
smaller.
small. Then the other sometimes they will bend.
Okay.
Due to that scorching of the heat, they would lose their the shape. Yes.
Okay.
So that's how we water.
Okay.
Yes.
So-
Again, when they start ripening, you don't have to pour a lot of water again, because once they are red now, they cannot expand anymore. Then you pour a lot of water, they'll expand. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, what types? Okay. Before we even go to the types, what kind of diseases do watermelon encounter? And how can you treat them if there are any diseases?
Okay. In terms of diseases, to start with, when you want to plant, you can use there are chemicals that you can use so that where you plant your seed is not eaten.
Okay.
Yes. To
More
prevent.
like prevention.
Yes, it's more like prevention, because there are those ants. There are those brown ants. When you plant in some areas, they will eat
The seed.
the seeds down there. So you have to spray so that the seed there it is safe. Then again, when they start germinating, there is what we call dump off. If there is a lot of water, as the plant germinates, it will rot here, it will be damp. Then it will definitely die. So to avoid that, we use the fungicides. That's where we use the fungicides now, and avoid watering. Once you see that sign, then avoid watering and start spraying the fungicides. When you see that there is a disease, you use the curative fungicides, e.g. SAF, which is carbendazim, and the mancozeb. Then for prevention, you don't wait to see a disease. Just as they germinate, you spray with mancozeb.
Okay.
Yes.
So those chemicals. What if someone they don't have money to buy those chemicals? Is there any traditional way that one can use?
Well, we hear, but for me, I've never used those traditional chemicals. Yeah, but we hear some people saying, but I've not yet experienced it. I've not yet done it for me.
Okay. So what are those methods? Do they say that the methods that you hear that one can use?
They use. I heard of someone saying there are those bitter trees that are found in the bush.
Okay.
Then you just maybe get the bark of the tree, then you like pound them, then you dissolve, you put in water, then that water you use to spray, so that when insects they try to attack the crop, they find that it is a bit bitter, then they will not yes.
Okay.
But I've never used it anyway. We've just been discussing, you know, when we meet. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Then the other diseases, the insects, you know, the insects, whenever they see something green, they
It's
think
food for
of
them.
it's food for them, yes. So now as they germinate also, even if you sprayed or you applied the chemicals for prevention, yeah, you also have to start spraying like
Continuously.
yes, as I said earlier on, you use cypermethrin in most cases. There are a lot of chemicals. Now again, it depends on the type of the insects that are in that area. Yes.
So now they have grown. They are 2 weeks old. When do they start having flowers for the fruit?
They'll start flowering after a month or so. Yes. Then the other thing, before we get to that, there's the application of fertilizer.
Okay.
When they germinate, you can either, before planting, you apply fertilizer
Or manure.
or manure. Yes, because watermelon also needs a lot of manure. So you can either do that. Then when you see that they germinate, at least there's 80 and above % of the germination, you can start applying compound D, 5 grams per plant or per hole. You dig a small hole, then you put in your fertilizer there. Yes. Then you do that again in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. A little bit of fertilizer you
Same
apply.
compound D?
Yes. Then when it starts flowering now, after a month or so, as I said earlier, you use calcium ammonium nitrate, which is CAN. When you apply CAN, this time, when you see the fruits, the flowers, I mean, you use calcium ammonium nitrate. Then after 2 weeks, you go back to compound D.
Okay.
So you just change. After 2 weeks, you use CAN. After 2 weeks, you get back to
Compound
D. Yes. Then
So for it, it's continuous until the fruits start showing.
yes, but again, when you see that the fruits have started showing, when they are, they're almost now getting ready to start. They're like this. You don't have to apply fertilizer.
Okay.
Because when you apply fertilizer, when they are still small, some of them, they will dry. They'll be shrinking.
Okay. The
Yes,
fruit will shrink.
yes, they will shrink because of the reaction of that fertilizer.
Okay.
So now when you see that now, because when it starts flowering, you apply CAN, then that 2 weeks time is to allow the fertilizer to work, and then by the time you apply D, it means at least the sizes will be like this.
Okay.
Then when you apply D, there'll be no effect.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now we are on the fruit. Are there types of watermelon? Do you have just a green one, long shaped like a ball? Are there any types of watermelon or just one type?
Yeah, there are a lot of watermelon types, yes. This one is crimson sweet.
The one that you plant?
Yes,
Or
it's crimson sweet, yes. Though within the same variety, you may find that there are different textures. Some you find it's just green within the same packaging, yes. Then you find that the others, have like white lines. Others, they'll be just green and a bit of white, just like that. Then there are also F1 varieties, which has just come. There's like Tiger F1. Those are those which are long.
Okay.
Yeah.
The longer ones?
The longer ones, yes.
Okay.
That is the hybrid seed. Yes.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously you are hoping to plant that one, or you just stick to the round ones?
Okay, I'm hoping to do that one. Last year I tried, though I tried it at a long time, so I failed. But I'm hoping to do them sometime, very soon.
All right. So we can see your watermelons. They are actually very good. You have got a very good harvest. So before we reach to that, how do you weed them? You have explained to us on how you you can prevent them from diseases. So do you need to weed watermelon, or you just let it be?
You have to weed. Actually, whenever there is weed, you have to weed them. Now, it's only that in this case, like here, the soil, I don't know if it's the fertility of the soil, like here where we are, we were weeding just some 2 weeks
ago.
Yeah, when they were just like this. You know, when they have already started the fruits, it's not good to change them. You know, you may disturb them, shifting them. They've gone this side, then you shift them. So now we tried to weed them, but at a wrong time. Yes, but of course, in farming, a weed is an enemy of a farmer. Yes.
Okay, so weeding also. Can you explain again? You say weeding, you just don't weed.
You don't have to weed when they've started clipping, having fruits. It's not advisable, but if you can, it's better maybe just uprooting them. If you are so careful, you can just be uprooting the weeds. Though again, at times, in the hole where there's a station, a watermelon plant there, maybe there's a grass. By mistake, you may uproot even the
plant itself.
Yes.
Okay, so it's always advisable to weed when they are young, when they just have flowers.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So as we wind up, can they tell us, where do you sell your watermelon to? Is it just for eating, or you sell them to supermarkets or to the marketeers, or you take them to the market yourself? What happens to your watermelon?
For me, I just sell to anyone, not for eating. Probably they are too much to eat. Yes.
They're for commercial.
Yeah, they're for commercial.
Okay.
We sell to the marketeers. Then sometimes we sell on our own, you know, because when you sell to the marketeers, again, sometimes they need double profit. So at least when you have, you just maintain that at least you have good money. You sell for yourself if there is time.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So before we let you go, Mr. Mweemba, someone who's watching out there who's interested in start growing watermelon, what can you tell them?
Don't take too much time to wait. I think watermelon, for me, if you just want to start farming watermelon, watermelon is the best because it doesn't need a lot of capital. It's better you start now because, for instance, you have a small portion of land which is 10 by 10. You can have maybe let me say 50 holes of watermelons. Then in each hole, you plant about 3 watermelons. Then it means 50 by 3, it will give you 150. Then 150, if you manage it well, just one plant may give you 2 plants. Then 2 times 3, which is 6 per what? Per station. Selling it at a low market, like 20 kwacha. So it means you multiply 20 by 6, which is what? 120 kwacha. From one what?
One plant.
Yes. Now multiply that by 50. So I think for you to grow that just a small portion, maybe it can just cost you maybe 500 kwacha. You are done. Yes. So don't wait too much. Start farming now. Don't ring around. Do something. Sure.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay. That's all we could accommodate on this particular episode. Don't wait too much. Start farming now. My name is Mutsinta Nyanga. Until next time, thank you for watching.